Atma Namaste to all of you.
Namaste.
I salute your souls. And can you turn to each other and say Namaste, looking at each other's eyes?
Namaste.
Thank you, Master, for your Perumbam. Perumbam basically means that we should have the Paramanand, what is the bliss of this universe. And that is the ultimate aim that we all are here for. I'll start with a small prayer. Asato ma sadgamaya, tamaso ma jyotirgamaya, mrityor ma mritangamaya. English translation is that lead me to light, lead me to reality from unreality, lead me to light from darkness, and lead me to immortality from death. So the reason why we are here for this event, to understand these things, how that is possible, why we are not able to understand the real from unreal, because we are in the human form and we have limitation because of the Maya that we are in. So unless we have the cosmic consciousness, the reality cannot be understood and we always ignore it. I'll give you an example. For example, you see a flower. That flower is yellow or red. You see it, but it does not enter in your system. What you see is just the reflection, just the photons that is being projected, and it comes to your retina, and then you get a form which is inverted, and then your brain interprets it. That means what you actually perceive, it may not be really the flower that it actually is, unless you become a flower. Similarly, to understand the cosmic consciousness or cosmos reality, we have to be that. We have to know it rather than perceiving it. So when we are meditative, what we are dropping is all the external senses that we are given to understand the external world. On the contrary, we are getting inside us and we are in alignment, in harmony, in balance, and integrated with the consciousness. The consciousness is supreme divine consciousness, not our consciousness that we think. Now, supreme divine consciousness is the thing which is immortal, which is the one which is giving us the immortality. So if we are in alignment and integrated with that, then we will never have the fear of death. We are with the light, with the love, with the compassion that the Supreme Divine has for us. But how do I get there? So there is a sloka in Gita in 18th chapter 66 number sloka. It says, Sarva dharma parityajam mamekam sharanam braja aham tam sarva papabha mokshayishami manshucha. That basically means at the last chapter, because there are many kind of yogas that we see. It can be karma yoga, it can be sannyas yoga, it can be jnana yoga, it can be raj yoga, but ultimately Krishna wants Arjuna to understand that forget about all yogas and all that I have taught you so far. All you have to do is surrender. That means he is telling all the rules, regulation, religion, politics, leave that aside. Just surrender under my umbrella and I will protect you. That basically means exactly what Master was trying to tell us, that we need to surrender. We need to really connect. How that is possible? When you are 100% receptive. Now problem is, it is very easy to say that you be receptive. Our receptivity span is very small, very little. We often get distracted with many things. That is because of the 5 senses that we have, which are external ground. So unless we activate our inner senses, we will always get distracted. So what he was trying to say, that forget about these senses, close it, try to connect to the sense that is cosmically connecting us. And that's what he is trying to tell us, that because of the damage that we all have created to this environment, to the mother nature, to the atmosphere, we need to correct it within ourselves. Because that is possible as the universe, as you see, what Yatha Brahmande, Tatha Pinde. That means whatever is there in this body, it is there in the universe, in the cosmos. So, because we are like hologram, you understand hologram? Hologram is something, just he was telling about Anu, this molecule. The molecule is same, it mimics same as the actual matter. So you bring it down, like you break a mirror. If you make it 4, you will see 4 image. You make it more and more, you will get more and more image. That means it doesn't matter how small you may be, but you have the same consciousness, the same property of the universe or the cosmos. Now, if we have to change that, like we have got all the planets around us, all the graha and all they also have that thing inside our system in the form of chakras and the glands and the endocrine system. Name may be different, but they are mimicking the same anatomy, spiritual anatomy, not the one anatomy that is taught in the medical science. This is a spiritual anatomy that we need to understand. So understanding is theory. We can keep on talking for hours. That will not lead us anywhere. But we have to practice. If we practice, then understanding will automatically come. Okay, without practice, what is happening is we are, the Maya means the mother nature creates something to entertain us and it will keep on distracting. Like we get distracted with our mobile phone with so many applications. We jump from one place to other place. But basically, all we want to do with the cell phone is to communicate. Similarly, all we need to do with our this, which is like a cell phone, to communicate with the super consciousness. And super consciousness is the guide, is ever interested in helping us. But what happens? Because of our senses are so external bound, we are unable to listen to it. For example, if 2 of us start talking and somebody wants to tell us anything, we are so busy in talking, we will not be able to listen to it. So this is, the meditation is listening. You apply for something, if you don't get reply, what happens? Similarly, if we keep on praying, I need this, I need this, but during meditation you get the answer, what you have to, what is right for you. Not everything is right for everybody. So divine information comes to us through the meditation. That means when we are talking, we are into prayer, we have to give a gap to understand what is being said. So this is how during the meditation we enlighten ourselves. Another big thing is, he was talking about the group meditation. That means this meditation, when we do it in a group, what happens is we create an environment. This environment is such that the spiritual guides who are around us, like he was explaining, the drones are there, good and bad, all spiritual guides are available to us. They come very close to help us. Because there are many realms. Have you heard about realms? Like he has mentioned, yeah? Bhulokam, Bhurvasvaka, Mahajanata, a lot of realms are there. So from the different realms, lot of different spiritual guides try and come to help us and come close to us. Why? Because once person die, they go to a nice, better place depending on their karmic, account. So most of them, they go to the realms like, Bhuva, Swaha, Mahajanata. And when you reach Satya, the top one, then you don't have to come back. When we are doing the meditation here, what we are trying to do is we are going from one to other, and then finally we are trying to practice to at least touch that particular taste of the divine from there. So what is happening is, if we are taking help of those guides, spiritual guides, Dev, angels, whatever you name it, then of course the people who are trying to help us to continue this spiritual journey, then what happens is it becomes easier for us. But we need to listen to it. So in the group, what happens, the message that comes through that spiritual realm, there are many realms, but some of the realms are very, very powerful that if you reach there, you don't have to come back. But we do come, as he says, that we do Jiv Samadhi and then we come as a human being. This is why this has to be done, because in the spiritual realm, we cannot grow very fast. It's a slow, because it's so beautiful place, we don't grow very fast. But when we come to the earth and we do this kind of practice, our growth is very fast. So we can go from Bhuva to Jana, Jana to Ma very quick. But there is an alternative, there is a problem also. The problem is that we can go down also. Because if we do wrong karma, and as he says, that you are under the Asura's, clutch, then the possibility that it can go to the dark zone, and that dark zone you will live there for thousands and thousands of years, where you won't be able to come out unless some spiritual guide likes you and brings you out from the darkness to the light. So that's why we do this prayer. It can be said in different language, in a different connotations and different explanation, but it is basically the same. That means from the unreal, we need to understand real. From darkness, we want to go to light. From the death, we want to become immortal. And we all can become immortal. That's what we are trying to understand, that how that is possible. That is possible only when we totally depend on the cosmic plan and cosmic energy. Because we are not just a planetary being that we think in this planet. We are a cosmic being, we are a galactic being, we are from the different plane of consciousness, but we are here to learn something. This is like a school. The whole earth is like a school where we are trying to learn something. And what we are trying to learn? We are trying to learn to teach others and share others the same thing that we are learning. That's the purpose. And that has to be selfless sharing. That means I don't need anything in exchange, but I need to share it unconditionally, without any condition. That's what most of the spiritually enlightened people will always tell you, that we have to share. That is the only thing we need to do. We have to make other people realize the beauty and the divinity that is there waiting for us in another realm, and we need to go there sooner and also help those who are suffering and they do not know how to go there. If we keep doing that, problem happens, because there will be always external diversion and digressions and attachments that will keep pulling from one good thing to bad or bad thing to worse. But there, where we need this environment, again and again, create this environment so that darkness can be repelled. All we have to do is to repel the darkness. What we need to do?
Meditation.
No, switch on the light. Okay, if there is dark, let us understand. If this is dark, all you need to do is switch on the light. Now, what exactly we are doing inside this body? We are switching the light. And what are these lights? These are the different energy points, like chakras that you mentioned. So we are doing it through our own will. Unless, I can tell you this is the switch, but that does not mean switch will automatically get on unless you wish to. So that's called free will. We all have the free will. The free will, I cannot force anything that you have to do this. Now, even Krishna did not want to force anything on Arjuna. Why? Because everyone has his free will. So even Master is not posing that you have to do this. He is encouraging us. He is also not supposed to. Now I will be here. But his encouragement, if switches us, then what happens is, we all get benefit, because one person is not less. I'll give you a small example. One child on the seashore was trying to pick up starfish which got stranded. The starfish got stranded because, with the wave they come and they cannot go as soon as wave goes back. So this child saw them dying. So one by one he wanted to throw it to the ocean so that they can survive. The one old man was looking at him and wondering, this shore is very big. How many starfish we can, make live? So he came there and he started laughing. That, do you know, my son, this shore is a couple of miles and there are many starfish which are stranded. How many can you throw, you think? You know what that boy, because boy was very innocent, you know what his reply was? His reply was, at least I am saving one. So, one starfish. What are you doing? So we should not watch people. People will tell, they have their own comments there, but we keep doing our journey. Touch somebody's, sentiments, mind, consciousness. If we can change one person's consciousness also, we have saved one. So when you are doing it in a big way, that means multiple consciousness on this earth can change, and if that changes, believe me, the total planetary consciousness will change. The planetary consciousness changes, the whole universe can change. If the universe can change, then whole cosmos can change. And there are multiple universes. So multiple universe, but you have to start from your own home. And before home, you have to start from yourself. So that's what is the message I'm getting. And I hope that I have simplified it and I'm understood here what I'm trying to say. And with that, I will take your permission. If you have any question, do ask me, but thank you very much for giving this opportunity to talk. Thank you, Master.
You understand what he say? What he say, you know, even the class broke. People the class really broke. The class broke, fit is anu. I say the Muladhara anu you can never see. That is say, I automatically I say 52 anu Muladhara 56 anu, Susan 56 anu join, they broke the coconut. Oil 160 or coconut you broke. But the anu work, your chakra work, then all join, you take the anu. That anu working, then after sun working, Manipura chakra, Surya Kale. Anagada chakra, Surya Kale. Then choose this anu, then just Anagada chakra, Surya complete, then start the third test working to moon Kale. You know, Visuddhi chakra coming, moon Shakti. The moon Kale, 72,000. You know, 72. This one, 64 Kale. These two separate. Surya separate, anu separate, all complete join, missing air sakaskara, then Binya clan working, this atom working. So is sample tell you, but I always tell you, faster you have inside, you have to download the anu, you have to clean your all anu, 56 anu, 52 anu, and after sun working Manipura chakra, Surya Kala. Another chakra complete. This another Surya Kala working, then Visuddhi chakra working, moon Shakti. That means all chakra oxygen different 21,000 oxygen. Moon and sun complete. That means he talk only class. So this is motivation talk. So I talk with you anu talk, then you have to think. Always think you have to that anu. So then he said this anu different. Chemical using the science is anu difference. Correct? He said, suppose the he prepare from mother nature. But this anu make the mother nature anu to nuclear. This anu, for that is I tell you this anu for using for your oxygen or life. He talk. Very correct way talk. So he say, messenger. Don't tell master. Must say messenger. You also messenger, you also messenger. The master meaning you are study people. But you have to tell any message, this anu messenger, you have to say messenger. You have to call anybody messenger. So message of farmer. Don't tell master like that. That's education teachers. That is a sample other one. So always say you are messenger, Perumba. Perumba. Good. Okay. Welcome.